just misses a bit, Andries. He'd be a much more devastating champion if he made punches count that much more. He just takes a few chances and doesn't always get through, Jim.
Yeah, but that was also good work from Sibson there. He kept his head nice and low, bobbed and weaved and got himself out of trouble. I think that was as much credit to Sibson that those punches didn't get through. Sibson is trying to move up a gear now. The question is, can Andries do the same? He's always been a bit one-paced. That was a good right hand from Andries. But it's no use being one-paced when Sibson's trying to raise the pace. Andries will have to go with him now.
Remember, 2 British judges and a Swiss who do the voting. The referee does not score under the WBC rules. And the cards are collected after each round and given to the supervisor, who's actually flown in from Mexico for this fight. It looks as though Sibson just cut over the left eye now, Jim, in the corner again.
Yeah, it just looks like a little nick in the corner of the eye. Just a little trickle of blood.
The right eye, they've patched up well in the corner there with the 1001 adrenaline, which is the only stimulant, not stimulant, coagulant that's allowed under the rules. Well, just as we're coming up for the bell, Jim, last 10, how have you got it now?
Andries, I still have Andries slightly in front, but Sibson's technique is better at this stage. He's slipping Andries' punches, coming up with his own, but I still have Andries slightly in front.
So there's some analysis for you to look at there. Obviously, at this stage of the game, the statistics won't help. But there it is, Sibson, 11 years pro, 18th birthday, turned pro. And you don't often get British fighters with so much experience like this, certainly in World Championship fights. And there's the lady reminding the fighters, coming from the sponsor's Croxley script, to enable, of course, promoter Frank Warren actually to compete with the American promoters now for purse monies, now that they've got the sponsorship. There's Ken Squires, who really works his fellow hard. I call him the Animal, from the Victoria in Syston in Leicestershire.
Second out, round 8.
It's round 8. And Jim Watt's opinion that Dennis Andries is ahead. Early on, John Conte thought Sibson was 1 round ahead, but now he thinks Andries has started to dominate a bit more. It's that kind of fight. They've worked well on those, well, tiny little nicks around the eyes of Sibson, weren't they, Jim? So important that when you get the right seconds that can do that and don't leave the fighter in trouble when he leaves the corner.
Yeah, well, it gives you the confidence that you can forget about the injury. It just started leaking now, Sibson's left eye again. I was just thinking that Andries could be doing with a big round, because Sibson was looking a little bit sharp the last couple of rounds, and Andries seems to have realised that. He's forcing the pace again.
Sid Nathan calming it down a bit there. I think a little bit of chat going on from Sibson, probably saying he was pushing him. He doesn't particularly like being pawed like that. Who does? He's clubbing hard with that right hand, Andries. They're getting a bit nasty, and certainly that cut looks as though it's worsening in the 8th for Sibson.
Well, Andries just wants to stay there. He is the bigger and the stronger of the two. And the mark of a champion is having that big round when you need one. And Andries is trying to do that now.
Well, a minute to go, and Sibson's been ducking and diving on in this round. He hasn't been doing much fighting at all. And is he running out of gas, Jim? He looks a bit weary to me now.
Well, I don't know what's wrong. There's a big difference in pace from Sibson this round to the last. I don't know if he's trying to take a breather, if he doesn't want to try and match Andries for strength. But there's a big change from the previous round to this one. This is without doubt Andries' best round.
He's got the old scribes would have called no quarter sought or given at this stage. Well, he's come to life now. There was some kind of stalling going on at the start, but he lost the round, Sibson. And there you are, to immediately work with those swabs on the cut around the left eye. He's experienced enough not to be bothered by that, Sibson, mind you. Now then, the overhead shot. Let's have a look at the replay, Jim.
Well, all the way through, Andries was forcing the pace, as we can see here. Sibson did not get into that round at all, apart from a couple of seconds right at the end of the round. A very good round for Andries.
Yeah, he just, as John Conte was also saying, he imposed himself very much so in those rounds there. Well, hopefully some words of wisdom now. So round 9, scheduled for 12. Both with a good track record for staying power, by the way. Dennis Andries has had 2 15-rounders and 5 at 12.
So, Reg, I don't think I've ever seen Sibson winning a fight going back the way. It's not his style at all. And if Andries forces him back and he volunteers to go back as he is at the beginning of this round, I don't see him with any chance.
No, he's just not getting out of the way of punches now. The writing was on the wall in the previous round. And there's a touch of despair. It looks as though he's hurt his... he's caught him with his leg there as he went down, Jim. Thigh or something. So in the 9th, if Andries applies his pressure, he's got 2 minutes to go. And that old Joe Lewis thing about they can run but they can't hide in the ring is very true for Sibson at this stage.
It's not too often have I seen Tony coming back from such a bad round. I wonder, with everything going against him here, the bigger man, the heavier man, the stronger man, if Tony's going to be able to get his confidence back and get back into this fight. He seems to have lost heart a little bit. The last round and this round, he's been on the floor twice, once from a punch, once from a stumble, but he seems to have lost his rhythm a little bit.
Very much there. Yeah. He'll never be... He's doing the Tarzan call there, saying, what am I doing down there? But, you know, it gets hard in this game after 60 fights. Yeah, and it looks as though it's going to be all over in this round. And he's giving in the standing 8 count, which, remember, is a WBC. But Ken Squires is calling out to the referee that he wants him to stop it anyway, and the referee has. I don't think he even saw the chief second there, the trainer.